got RP. Oh, they have this big scary ulti. Wow.
Yep. And a counterpoint to the Bloodseeker, because we have ourselves another Bloodseeker game, and what we saw in the previous one is Bloodseeker loves these games where he is the one who gets the most regen throughout the fight. With a Death Prophet in the mix, and as well with a Wraith King, by the way, that is most likely not the case. And this is once again going to be, I mean, it's risky. It's always risky with the Bloodseeker.
Yeah.
But it's going to definitely be harder to kill off these heroes and get the much needed boost during the team fight with these Spirit Siphons going.
There's also a Skywrath Mage you can use as a healing battery. If you feel like you need to get that quick heal up, this hero is definitely a chicken to be plucked.
That's the definition of a glass cannon, I think.
30 seconds to battle.
I think Sky has definitely lived up to the expectations of a glass cannon.
But we have seen some absolutely enormous Skywrath mages during this DPC.
What I'm worried about for Giant here is, even if he's level 1, so don't take this literally unkillable joke here. He's got 2% physical resist. 2% physical resist. So is he literally unkillable or not?
Taking literally no damage.
That is the question we have to think about. But we get our third and final game underway with our bounties going 2 for 2. And roll out the lanes, please.
Grabbing the Storm Spirit versus the Death Prophet in the mid lane. Usually the Storm Spirit runs away a little bit with the farming difference in the end here. But he's going to have to be careful once he starts making his first rotations. We know Rayla Lisa, we've seen how aggressive this guy is. And versus Death Prophet, that will cost you your tower eventually. So let's see what decision he makes there, and if DogChamp are going to perhaps gank towards their Storm Spirits this time instead.
Yeah, and the big difference here is how well can Rayla Lisa stutter step around this Death Prophet, because Crypt Swarm hurts like hell, and then you also have the Spirit Siphon, so even if Storm farms faster, DP is going to be getting lane creeps more than the Storm does if Rayla Lisa ends up dropping low time and time again. So you gotta find a balance with your regen here.
Agreed. Then here over on the bot lane, we have Beastmaster versus 2 melees. Wouldn't you want to be looky right about now?
Yeah, there's got to be a happy Beastmaster. Especially since you don't have those pesky range cores always killing your boars. Or even range supports.
Like, the play with this Abada normally is to immediately run in with your Aphotic Shield on and bully people a bit. If you do that versus the boars, you're just gonna die, son. So he is immediately reduced to dewarding and flanking.
Yeah, like the level 1 boars, even with a 10% slow, Hoodwink, who has a Blightstone, dropping Abaddon's armor to 1, he will take a whole lot more damage. So it's not just like, well, the boars, they don't do any damage. No, but it's not the boars doing the damage, the boars are enabling the damage, which you always have to think about.
Exactly. Immediate clarity brought in for
Kept on Giants, they've got the Nightmare into the Soul Right, or the Blood Right, and the Brain Sap is almost enough. The Spear from DNM, the Salve used with the Skywrath cancelled and broken. There's a bonk from DNM by some time, and a Bloody 9 can't finish off the kill, but an important trade as that Sky drops low. And the Salve force, they don't have another one.
They don't, and he still has a full pull of mana too. He really would like to stay in his lane and contribute something, but he is also contributing to the enemy's thirst at the same time if he gets low enough again.
The trouble with these guys sometimes is ending up in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, he was in front of the creep wave. That's not where you want to be as a Skywrath. You're not Abaddon. You're not the melee support who brawls and fights back. Like, you're supposed to be somewhere in the mid-grounds, keep a bit of distance. Bane is still great at turning things around, and we just saw that. If you get a good Nightmare off, they have an instant combo. Blood right into the Nightmare. That's already a good combo in itself. Talking about good combos when you look at Bane. Remember the good old times with the Bloodseeker Tiny offlane duo, where you have Avalanche and Bloodright always connecting?
Oh yeah, good stuff. Get those disables going. I'm just watching this mid lane here where Rayla Lisa
Same.
definitely suffering in the regen department, but he also brought himself the clarity earlier and has already been working to take down as many camps as he possibly can
Radiant structures are
to make up for the
fortified.
fact that this lane is pretty untenable for him.
Where 3 points in Crit Swarm will keep the Storm Spirit at bay. He might even die if he doesn't time his Fairy Fire correctly, and this DP wants to punish him for it. 30 HP, calculated save, but Kits wants to go for the snipe. He's got the damage for it, and that should be a kill. That's it. That's first blood. That's how easy it is. Yaren, you might TP in and harass this guy for a little bit, but this is going to take a lot of work. I'll have the Acorn shot then. Hello, is that a Water Rune I spy? Might as well.
Might as well indeed. Well, a little bit of levels for Yaren, I guess, but that's a bad start for the Storm Spirit.
It was kind of suspected. 3 points, or even 2 points in Crypt Swarm, low cooldown, heavy damage, low mana cost with DP's mana pool. It's like dream scenario for the DP.
It is, and she is now hitting that level 6. Immediately puts Rayla Lisa at half health again. Yaren might have to stay.
Very powerful spells. That's the benefit of Cut. If you look at their whole draft, they have a lot of powerful spells. So I'm thinking, who is gonna maybe potentially build Hood? Like Beastmaster, does he actually build a pipe like all the way? Because it's not a bad idea. Like you still want BKBs in your cores, but a pipe could do a lot of work. Stone Bank doesn't get speared under the tower exactly, but close.
It would feel so bad to build a pipe this game, though. We don't see that item a lot because it's very expensive.
It's expensive and bad.
Yep, and there's really only 2 spells that you're worried about here. It's just the Mystic Flare and the Death Prophet Crypt Swarm spam.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just kind of thinking everything as a whole, since there's spears and mist coils and arcane bolts and all the...
True.
There's a lot of sustained damage definitely coming out from the Cut. And even more than physical, because Wraith King is going to need some time until he starts to pack a punch.
And he'll definitely need some more time after this Helmeted Dominator's finished on the bot lane. Luki's nearly got it, and you can see that Scourge McDuck already has trouble keeping this Beastmaster off this tower.
Yep.
Kits.
Full combo
Skill.
does get used on Yaren. Yaren might deny the regen rune, and here comes the Exorcism used in mid. And you do not want to give your mid tower 6 minutes in, but it does look like DogChamp, they might just have to forfeit this one.
They have nobody to spare to clear the wave here.
Storm's making a all the way long walk back home. He's got level 6, but this Storm's not going to be as effective as he was in that last game. And the Cut's leading by 2k already.
Scourge McDuck skills his ult again, but there is nobody near him to save him here, and he's still being slowed up by the boar.
Oh, 220 movement speed. No boots, not even brown boots on this fella. Fine. He's got so much armor too. With that Helm of Iron will, even if he's hit by a Blightstone, he's still got on minus, but a return kill comes out, so if we force the Storm Spirit back home, he will respond with a DNM kill on top.
Rayla Lisa did this the previous game as well.
He did. He did.
Disappears on level 6, goes to base, immediately gets a kill over on the reveal. That is super valuable for his team right here. Even if he lost his mid tower, he now at least has a little bit of momentum going his way.
Closing up on our early minutes, looking at the CS department, it's fairly tied up all over the place. Storm can now farm up the jungle a bit, but so does the DP. But the big difference here is not the last hits, it's actually the hero levels. Death Prophet now level 8. That's going to provide Kits with a big advantage.
That's a lot of leverage. I'm expecting him to use that ult on cool, basically off cooldown now.
Yeah, but I think at this point, when you still don't have level 2 ult, having a almost maxed out Spirit Siphon with those heavy Crypt Swarm nukes, DP is so hard to kill.
Oh, there's absolutely no way DogChamp has the damage right now. They'll just have to work around her trade towers. They have to do that with the Beastmaster. Oh, bloody 9.
Oh, he didn't make it the D ward. Giant, he denied it while throwing spells towards the Bane. So nicely working that out. Now Yarn comes in and he's like, hey, I'm gonna put this
I just
board
ignoring
down.
kids.
There's a Sky Courier put on the roof, and now he's gonna lose his life. But the Courier gets to walk, or walk. Courier even walking, yeah, he flies away. Yeah, shoot, fly away, go, go, go away. Bottom, Layla Lisa. Making a move on the Abaddon, Tengu.
So
Oh,
much
11
Legion.
HP. Does he use the roar for this? He's gonna have to use his roar for this one.
Just get the man out of the way. He's an obstacle, and you want this bottom tower because Kits is already at your top. He has another exorcism. Doubt he even needs it. But you know what? Better safe than sorry. Just pop it.
Yeah, might as well. You're not really going to be getting to use this exorcism in a better way than this one right now. So teammates are still building items. They want more farm. Use the exo for the tower, and then go back to pushing out waves and hitting jungle creeps, and then maybe stacking up for a bit of a skirmish.
Also love that.
That is totally.
Lucky has the purge creep, by the way. So you know what? There's an Abaddon in this lane. We're just going to purge off that aphotic shield.
Yeah.
We have the tools.
Slow is always very nice in that. Ego, Giant, walking under a ward. Bloody Nine walks in. There's a Night Baron 1, and the kill onto the Skywrath should be taking place. He's level 5 with none available. The spear comes out from DNM. Yaren, make sure he gets one, and they're going to lose this Mars too, unless they can cancel his TP. They can't. And here comes Kits. Cleanup crew has arrived.
Not really any disables to go with it, though.
Yeah. Oh, that's a scary sight. You see the DP, you're like, nope, hell no.
At the very least, she is going for the Yule Scepter. It is a great defensive item versus the Bloodseeker, versus the Beastmaster, Bane, but it does slow heroes down a little bit these days. It's fairly expensive for what it provides, which is mostly mana regen.
I just really wanna see Rayla Lisa get a Storm Spirit game that he just had, like, well, minus the deaths. Minus the early deaths, but still, he responded really nicely. He kind of let that morale kind of push him forward, that I can still find openings and live up to the hero that the Storm Spirit really is. Obviously, right now, he went exactly like I thought he did. This is not the game for an Orchid, so it goes straight up Kaya-Sant, and I love to see him take that that approach now, because he needs the tankiness. He needs to live out the silences, the stuns, the status resistance.
Yep, and he's got the disables over on his team to make sure that he can get those spells out. A little attempt on
Sharpshooter in bottom. They could kill this Mars. The roar comes out. He is sideways though, so he is blocking some of the damage that's going in, and the arena will protect him from all of those projectiles. So Lucky goes down with the help of the teammates arriving. The cut stacking up with several heroes for this one. Good play. Yaren trying to look for I don't know what. Is he just soaking up XP in this bot lane, trying to scout some information right now? Because they have no wards inside the bottom area, except for the river ward, where the DP just picked up a haste rune. And then they see the triangle. So I like that they have the triangle ward, but they know that the Cut's probably not even going to be playing this area. It's just going to be the Wraith King who waltzes back in and back out.
Yep. The reason why there's no wards on the bottom side is because they're relying on the Beastmaster with his Hawks to keep this area controlled, keep that bottom wave out. Yaren mostly scrounging for extra scraps now that his BM is dead for a little bit. Kits has a haste rune and an exorcism. I wonder if he wants to use it though. He's very close to his level 11.
I honestly feel like that last fight, if the Mars was still backwards towards the Beastmaster, he would have died. But since he was sideways, he was still blocking some of that incoming damage. Still 20%. It's still a significant amount. NM hiding under the tower currently, while the Cut has established some deep vision. Top wave is also pushing in. Skeletons doing work, and a smoke coming out. So they're forcing somebody now to teleport top, and it's going to be the Bane. Perfect time for a smoke for the Cut.
Yaren might still break it though.
Might, but he might also die. It's a smoke has popped, and they see him. He's walking towards danger, though. I gets to slow out. BNM looking for the spear. The arena's going to be there, so I'm going to use it. Successful smoke. And Kits uses Exorcism. Okay, he's on the hunt. Haste Rune as well. Gonna find the Beastmaster, but what does DogChamp decide to do? Silenced up. He can't roar. Body blocks as well. TP out and not gonna make it. That's the second time Lucky gets caught trying to teleport away. Unfortunate for him, but a jump onto mid. They're gonna try and pop Wraith King for the first time. He's still gonna level 1 ulti, so it would be worth if they can actually kill him here. Kits is coming in with that Exorcism, and they can't kill the Wraith King. Not to even talk about this awkward time for a bit of a pause, too. Yeah, they're saying lag, but right now...
I do think that this fight is all but disengaged.
Yeah, it's over. They're drawing a line. Get out. Straight to the triangle they want to go. Hoodwink, if he times this perfectly with that teleport, he could instant sharpshooter and snipe the Wraith King before he gets an armlet toggle off. But I'm pretty sure the Wraith King is just going to armlet toggle himself up to 450 HP and just start walking away.
Mm-hmm.
Never go full Agi.
Yeah, he's probably right in the middle of it as we speak.
Wait. Oh, we have a toilet break. Okay, sure thing. Our producer has something to say about that, I guess. He's got something on his mind. Or not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to handle this. Like,
yeah, that's
not
exactly.
really
Yeah, exactly.
intended to take any pee breaks here, even if it,
It's a long series, but it's not that long. Wait.
Oh, wait, no,
That's
actually
pretty
you're right.
interesting.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Well,
we're bargaining with the admins here. Let's see how it works out for them.
Yeah, that's something that you want to try. And that was something that happened quite a lot in I'm not sure if you follow sports, but in Formula 1, a lot of managers, like between Mercedes and Red Bull, they basically just had this huge competition going on at the end, like basically the last 2-3 races, trying to beg for the admin board for mercy and help, and trying to cut corners. Well, you can't exactly do the same thing here in Dota, unless we see sportsmanship, which we did see in our first weeks of DPC in Eastern Europe. The other team, they gave their pause minutes to the other team so that they could get their player to connect back into the game on time, which was the most sportsmanlike move I've yet to see in all of competitive Dota inside an actual game. So that they gave their pause timer so they could still play a 5v5 game.
Yeah. It happens from time to time. It is something very risky to do, though, because the admins, especially these days, will just on pause, and it doesn't matter how sportsmanlike you've been, the game has got to go on. So if one of yours loses internet connection, you have now used up all of your pause time. It is very sportsmanlike, I agree, but I don't want the culture to be that it is expected to use it.
But we do get the cut saying go. No. Right. Yeah. Just give me voice line responses to everything I say right now. Yeah, they've already said ready. So finally we get the go sign, and we should be seeing the armlet toggle or not. Yaren.
Nope.
Okay, he doesn't go for the lucky shot.
Would
Back to action. Where did we leave this game?
Dire's
Okay.
bottom tower is under attack.
We leave at Kits nearly being level 12 already. This is exactly why I was like, are you sure you want to use an exorcism yet? Because he is going to make it pretty soon now. But I guess the Cut are cool with taking it easy for now. Another kill on to Lucky, another push out from getting that Beastmaster out of your jungle. This is pretty devastating for the tempo of DogChamp, actually. The fact that this Beastmaster does not get to call people to the bottom tower, does not get the pressure. He's moving into his own jungle right now.
And he's had his teleport on cooldown for quite some time. As twice had he used it to try to teleport away from the arms of the Cut. Neither time did he make it out alive. Are approaching towards the Cut. Sadly, they have been scouted out by the most classic of classics the Cliff Ward in the deep jungle.
Seems to be a favorite of the
Found
cuts.
Pingu. Scripts available. They could sack the Abaddon, but what does the Wraith King decide to do? And DP, no exorcism. Pingu's let go. At least just the two of them. But bottom, they actually found a bigger one. The Hoodwink split pushing, getting caught. Still 2 heroes missing, and that's why the Bloodseeker feels confident going in Stonebank. He sees Kits. Kits is also hiding in the trees, and there we go. The Fiend Script Rupture will be used. They're under a tier 1 tower, and even if they got that kill in bottom, they're now teleporting all the way back up. So Giant and DNM, they're both here. Instant D ward too. They already have that expiring Sentry ward, by the way. 20 seconds remaining on that, so the freest D ward for Giant.
Yeah.
Stonebank, does he TP away? Oh, that was close.
Pixels.
Pixels away from connecting that spear.
That feels like a big waste of time for DogChamp, though, I gotta say. While they did D-ward their jungle a little bit, which helps a lot, there is still a ward up, so they were playing Invision the entire time. They are waiting for Lucky to finish up the Helm of the Overlord before their really big power spike comes, and he was not farming during that. And neither was Stonebank in the end, who was working on his BKB.
Yeah. He needs to get that up and running as soon as possible, because every minute right now, I feel like it's favoring the cut more than it does for DogChamp. Definitely comes down to the team fight and the execution. But now we have an armlet Deso Wraith King who could just walk into Roche Pit because they have Exorcism. They have an arena up in 6 seconds. There's no BKB on the Bloodseeker, and DogChamp, well, they're behind. This is hard for them. This is really hard for them. Bloody 9, Nightmare onto the DP, while Scourge McDuck has already started Roshan. They're in the river. They're trying to establish control for themselves and should be able to clear this Roshan without any trouble, because DogChamp, I don't feel like they know about this. And even if they do, they don't have the firepower.
Oh, they definitely know that it's going on, but they do not have the team fight control to do anything about it at all. They are waiting on their items for both the Bloodseeker as well as the Beastmaster. Now Lucky, oh, he stayed too long.
Is that number 3? He could teleport away again, but he decides to turn around. The roar goes out onto the Mars. They've got the Hoodwink Sharpshooter tanked by the DP this time. A Stonebank comes in for the quick kill. They've also found Giant by Ray Lalisa. A Bloody 9 also goes down to Scourge McDuck. They did get to use their Fiend Script at least. So Wraith King, happy to get 1 for himself. So that was 2 fights breaking loose at 2 different places.
Stonebank deciding to back off at exactly the right time there. This Death Prophet is way tankier than she has any right being right now. And here you see already that effective, like this Bloodseeker needs to snowball in the fights, go bounce from kill to kill, it just stops it, kids. You're not getting him.
Only 15 kills in the last 18 minutes. Both teams have been very preserving of each other's, and they have, well, we did talk off-stream for a moment that maybe this one's going to be a calmer game, and for now it has. They know what's at stake. For the cut, this is a secure Division 1 promotion game. A loss for them means that they're not out of the clear, and could even potentially end up losing their promotion spot to somebody else if they lose this and their next series. A long shot, but it's a possibility.
They just lost their vision in the jungle. They're going to replace it now.
And now there's the BKB on the Bloodseeker. But the cut, unable to find anybody in the jungle. They're nicely maneuvering around it. Lucky getting to push bottom. And has finished... wait, there's a Vlad's on the courier, so I do feel like that is a finished Helm of the Overlord. Time for some ancient action. Oh, okay.
The problem is here that they haven't really taken enough towers yet to be able to threaten anything big with the Overlord just yet. And it's gonna be so late. You aim for like a 17-minute timing with this item, and Lucky has been so distracted that it's going to be 20 minutes before he has a chance to fly in the recipe here.
Yeah, that's not optimal, is it? No, at least when you're looking at that timing, that's it feels like an eternity. That's finished it. Well, Kane's gonna walk into this one. That is the easy kill for the cut. And 4 heroes converging on Looky Looky. You better get out of there. You've got a tumbler toy.
Make it count? It counts.
Does it though? They have a TP cancel. It does. So third time does the trick.
Mm-hmm.
And
No Mystic Flare this
Beastmaster
time.
gets away. Make his way out of that one. But I
Nice
feel
also.
like with all this time basically now spent for the cut running around the map after they finished taking Roshan, they lost one brawl 2-1 and getting a quick kill on Bloody 9 using her abilities. They're actually losing their lead moment by moment here, at least if you think of economy-wise. Bloody 9 almost walks
Big
into
silence.
that spear, but that hoodwink, the silence is there. The roar comes out as well, and they're going to fully convert onto this DP. DP with the ghouls into the air has no siphon target, so she's not getting any HP and gets blown up. They still have the Fiend Script. Complete disaster potentially as their Bane is positioning into the high ground. The Bushwhack into the Fiend Script. Then that Bane, the DP is going to be in trouble, and there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do to save this Death Prophet. And disaster strikes. DogChamp succeeds.
Oh, that was such a bad combination of circumstances.
One more. They really want more. They've got the Solar Crest up. They've got the Bane walking in. And then outside a ward. They've got this guy. Here comes in, but it doesn't hit anybody. They've got the arena down too. And now Scourge McDuff, he wants some revenge. He takes down this Bane at least. And he gets the Storm though. That's a difficult target. Spears available right now. Blink in 2 seconds. Mars, what does he end up doing? He doesn't get anybody because he is Bushwhacked. Axis coming in from the side. Now Stonebank decides to man up, and he goes straight in onto 3, and he takes down one, looks for the second one. Pingu's just sitting on the low ground, and now it's for the Beastmaster's army to keep him away. Another Bushwhack onto the Wraith King, and he is down. Abaddon's ulti has popped. Kits is coming back into the fight. Looky Looky is going to get stunned up to the silence. Mulkenny connecting onto 2 as Stoneback walks back in. Wants to keep them away with the beacon. He popped as well. He wants to take down Pingu. He needs to heal, but he doesn't get it. And Yaren, it's down to him to take these kills. Looky Looky gets a post-mortem kill. And here comes Serena Lisa.
Silence.
But is it too late?
Oh,
What a
yes.
jump into the
Right,
silence.
Ancient Seal.
Silence on the Mystic Flare. And that's the end of the storm. Well,
This is the risk of picking the Bloodseeker. You need to keep on getting kills during the fight, and if you walk into anybody who you can't kill, you're going to end up falling because you're committed so deep.
right. So, if we wrap it up, DogChamp pulls off a huge lead and then gives it back to the cut. I mean, that's right. That's pretty much what we saw. Even the fight recap says that the cut earned 7,000 XP and 2.5k gold, while DogChamp only gets 422. That's not 322. That's 422 gold.
I mean, I think the previous fight on the bottom ward is not counted in that.
All right.
'Cause this
so,
was huge for DogChamp. This
Take
is
us-
the
walk us
Aegis as
through.
well. Death Prophet without the siphons is not actually that tanky. They get to take her down once, and then they have no vision whatsoever up on this cliff. Like, walking underneath this was a risk in and of itself. And then we get here, look at Stonebank. He gets so close to taking down this Wraith King. Twice.
And that's the thing. Like, now they're kind of like, okay, we've used all of our firepower, and we're actually running out of heroes here. We're a bit disconnected. We have spells on cooldown. We don't have everybody here. So I think at the moment when Wraith King was about to pop was like, we should get out of here, but instead they stayed for a bit longer. Now Mars is a BKB, and the jump onto Bloody 9, well, I guess we know what the result is going to be after that happens. Looky Looky doesn't even get the split push currently. They are pinging that bot tier 2 tower, so I guess Yaren wants to bait them out into mid so the Beastmaster can push. But Kits is coming out with an Invis rune, undetected right now. And they've caught Yaren, they've all converged onto this hoodwink. Now they finally get the push on bottom, and they are also trying to take down the Storm Spirit in top, but Rayleigh is able to TP away. And DNM and Pingu, they gotta make some decisions. Either they push this mid or... Well, the glyph has been used, so that should keep the Beastmaster away.
For now. And yeah, this Beastmaster has actually opted out of finishing the complete Helm of the Overlord. He's past his timing, he knows it, so we're going into armor instead. We're going to look for an Assault Cuirass. and presumably afterwards he will still finish it up for the slot efficiency as well as the extra push potential, but for now, his net worth is better suited going towards items that will actually benefit him in the team fights, because he will be forced to team fight again and again.
Luki hiding in the trees, but they have probably found this Beastmaster not once, not twice, not thrice, not even quadruple times in this bot lane. Might as well take this one. And a casual Bane strolls up into the arms of the good old Skeleton King.
Right in vision.
This man crits almost more than the Bane has HP.
Unfortunately, yes. So it's really up to Stonebank right now. He's going to be finishing a Skadi pretty soon, which will allow him to man-fight these healing heroes much better. But it won't actually increase his damage output all that much.
Okay,
not again.
He's good. You may continue.
I may continue. Well, that was really all of it. Stonebank, his targeting in these team fights, and his team needs to target so that he can get a large amount of thirst stacks up. Well, stacks. A lot of thirst up, and then walk them down one by one.
Well, you definitely need to build an appetite and a hunger for this game, because the importance is big. There's any new viewers jumping in and wondering what is up with the Cut and DogChamp. This is a battle between positions 1 and 2 in the second NA division here, powered by Intel. Our third map is in a top spot. Ray Lisa blinks in, DP jumps in even with his BKB, and he's too early for it. So the Cut should secure Roach with that.
DNM's actually got him on the backside.
Oh, that too? Okay. Well, silence is out, and even with the Mystic Flare, yep, they're going to make quick work of that Storm Spirit. He doesn't get to jump out. He built up a bit of mana for a quick Ball Lightning, but not able to. Stonebank, BKB teleports away, and DogChamp, they're losing every fight so far. Already 2 quick disengages. They're trying to get this Mars. They slow him down as much as they can. Luki, well, he has been yet again denied.
DogChamp trying to get the most out of their knowledge of that Roshan, but apart from the bottom tower, that's just more kills given away. And they don't even get the mid tower at the end either. That would be such a big slowdown to the Cut's momentum here, but nope, the teleport point stays up.
I fear, Kip, that their lineup is just running out of time. I don't see DogChamp having too many chances right now. This DP is an issue. This Wraith King continues to grow bigger. He's going again. He's got the Orchid. He's building into a overwhelming Blink. If this Wraith King has too much HP, I don't think, even with how many Fiend scripts, how do you kill this tanky lineup of the Cut?
Percentage-based damage, my friend. You're going to get a shard up on Stonebank, hopefully pretty soon.
Percentage
He's going
or
for
not.
the pressure right now, though.
Yeah, I'm just very worrisome of DogChamp right now, because percentage damage or not, I feel like it's the only thing that they have currently. Well, they can still succeed in some team fights, I guess, if they can start off with pickoffs and not go straight 5v5. They straight on 5v5, they can't win against the Cut currently. So if they can start with pickoffs, I guess that's a win condition for DogChamp. But for the Cut, they're happy to take any engagement that they take.
Yeah, the Cut is happy with any fight, and DogChamp has to choose theirs really carefully. And that's honestly been the case throughout this game.
4v4 fight breaking loose right now. The Bloodseeker walks in, pops his BKB, goes straight for the DP, hits. He's taking damage now, but the Fiend Script is going to be there, and that's one hero out of the way. But is it going to be enough? They finally get it, and that's the Aegis. And now they go for the Giant, they go for the second one, and Pingu dropping down, and DogChamp finally getting that fight that they needed. They started it off before Cut was up with 5v5. Nothing to cancel the Bane's Fiend Script, and DogChamp just dominate through this team fight. So I guess I'll take all my words back. They can win a 5v5 team fight.
You see that Skadi doing work? Kits wasn't actually healing much at all.
Wasn't. At the start, they were having trouble of getting a couple hits in, but I guess when they all just stacked up with that damage. Just look at the start. He's still regenerating, and now he really starts to drop, because who's going on Bloody 9? They have a Mystic Flare on him, and he doesn't even care about it.
Fiend's Grip once again doing work. And this is the one-by-one fight that they needed. Aegis out of the way as well. There is definitely still hope for DogChamp here, man.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Mystic Flare should be doing 1100 damage, but Bane has 33% magic resist, so Bloody Nine's also just feeling it right now in those fights too. There's a DD rune that has to be taken away by Luki, so Scourge McDuck doesn't pick it up. That would have been a disastrous situation, but the Beastmaster is dropping, gets to use the spider legs to go for safety, and a nice spear comes out. Now Ray Lisa coming on the back line, looking for the Skyref, will be able to take down the Mage. Now Sky Surge with the BKB, but they also found the Mars and the Rupture with the Roar. Will be able to secure him out, and now Scourge goes for the next. The stone bank is low, and the Hawk also flies in for the stun onto the Abaddon, but they got the kill on Stone Bank. And that Bane gets the TP away. So 2 heroes lost on both sides.
Scourge McDuck, he knows that the Bloodseeker can't actually man-fight him, so he just sticks on top of him. It's like, hey, you want to fight me? You want to fight me? Stonebank's, no, I need blood bags. I need others. And there's just this big, bonk hulk of a Wraith King standing in the way.
And he's pretty much got his Bloodthorn, so that's gonna amplify his damage output even more than what it already was. So that's gonna make a big difference. But talking about percentage-based damage kits is picking up a Shiva's Guard to at least pump up some armor for this DP.
Much needed. No, the thing that actually worries me here as well, that this Bloodseeker had a Basher queued up, right? He's shifted over into a Butterfly, which is not going to help him in the man fight versus a Bloodthorn.
Well, not the Bloodthorn, but at least helps with some extra damage. Though, Beastmaster getting pummeled right now. There's a Glimmer Cape to save him. Or Shadow Amulet even by Bloody Nine, but still the Exorcism doing work. Ray Lisa goes for a quick jump kits, no silence off cooldown.
Garen, he gave his life for the creep wave.
Cancel comes out, there is the BKB used by Kits, but Kits is also ruptured up. Scourge McDuck, gotta be careful, Bloodseeker rolling in, forces out that, and Ray Lisa jumping the backline, but Giant, he's still got that Mystic Flare. When does he get to use a Stoneback? Very low on HP, still doesn't get to use it. Ray Lisa goes for another jump as well, back onto the high ground, and they're chasing. They're not taking any damage really at this point, and Bane is just a piece of flesh, and the arms off the cut. Hitting Salty got popped, but they still win the fight.
They have so much trouble working around Scourge McDuck right now. Nobody can fight this man.
So it's a bit of a back and forth bouncing. Both of them dealt 10,000 damage. Wraith King dealing 4.2 out of the 9.7 dealt as a whole. So he's doing half of the team's damage, but so is the Bloodseeker. So if these two heroes stay alive for longer, they're both loving sustained and drawn out fights, because that means more damage for both of them.
What a bounty!
And really all that matters for the next fight for DogChamp is, can they keep Scourge out of the fight for long enough that they can leverage Stonebank's damage into anybody else in this Wraith King. But the teamfight control from DogChamp is pretty lacking. Really, all they have is that Fiend's Grip, and as soon as that's spent, they're running out of options.
The Roar is more like a safety protocol. A Fiend's Grip is really about their offensiveness. Part where Abaddon's game also gets a lot easier. So if Pingu isn't targeted, he can just throw out those aphotic shields from the backline. He's built a bloody Aghanim's as well, so he's got the borrowed time to soak up and add those mist coils into the team fight. So he's bringing a lot of healing to his team. Elisa goes for the haste rune, takes it away from the DP. Also nightmared up by Bloody Nine. Have a reset.
The cut re-established their vision. I think that's one of the things that's really made the difference for them this game. They've had the control over the enemy jungle while kicking Luki out of the bottom side of the map, leaving really no place for DogChamp to play.
But he just gotta love the surgicalness of the cut, also understanding with the majority of these team fights they've been taking, they do know what leads to success, but they haven't been able to do it until they're tanky enough. So now they really get... This is basically a time where this lineup really gets to shine.
Haste!
So many tools, so much HP, and a lot of work for this Bloodseeker. Some heavy lifting for Stonebank.
He does have the butterfly now. A lot more extra attack speed.
Yep, and they found a Hoodwink. A Roar comes out to save him for a second, but it's more of a tool for Luki to run away.
I
Would a kill for the cut?
Yeah, wouldn't want to add the 6-time found to Luki scanner here.
Yeah,
This
it's been a couple
Beastmaster
times.
has had a tough time.
I didn't actually get to check what was the Roche timer, but I think that was a very short one. Bane, able to get the outpost. Does he die for it?
Yes.
Like he will. The spear just in time to cancel the teleport.
All the way from downtown. And the cut can absolutely not allow this outpost to go towards DogChamp. This is a teleport point near Roshan. Roshan is theirs and they're gonna take it.
Yeah, and fast. That's a very fast Roshan. When you look at this lineup, you're like, well, there's only 3 heroes who do physical damage, right? Well, that's 3 heroes who do plenty of physical damage. Put them all together. Work as a team, get things combined. Not the results. 11,000 gold ahead now.
Radiant's top tower is
And the
under
Gaben
attack.
graphs are getting 8% for Team DogChamp. 8%.
So you're saying there is a chance.
You're saying a chance. But do you believe in miracles, Kips?
I do believe in miracles.
Well, glad you are. DogChamp needs one.
I will be praying for them. Right now, is this number 6?
Downsides for the cut
No?
is they have to spend a lot of time running back and forth around the map trying to cut this split push. And that's DogChamp's best weapon. Storm in top, Beast in bottom.
It's been like that for, I think, 20 minutes now?
Well, pretty much. That's what's keeping them still in.
Radiant structures are fortified.
This split push is real. And now they're coming in force.
Overwhelming blink. Scourge McDuck slaps down Bloody Nine.
And this time Yaren gets out of the arena, but he doesn't get out for the second one because he pops a refresher orb out of his back pocket.
Hey,
And Scourge
haven't,
comes in for the double.
haven't we had a fight about this like a year ago? Like, is it worth popping a refresher ult for a support? I seem to remember something like that. DNM just said a resounding yes.
We've had some talks about that, I'm for sure. And now, with them finally getting a wave inside the base, they're able to pop the Exorcism for these mid-racks. And without the Hoodwink for 40 seconds, I feel like the cut might as well just take these for
Dire's
free.
middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom
Main
tower
up in
It's-
5, Beastmaster getting to push bottom, tier 3 tower is about to fall.
Radiant's bottom
You
tower
have damage coming out from the Storm. Storm, BKBs in the back line, had to do it too. No teleport available for him, but he's cut the creep wave and there's backdoor protection, but they're trying to get through the honest backdoor, and they will.
His middle barracks has fallen.
That's literal honest backdooring right there.
Looky got himself a blood rack though. It's not all sadness for DogChamp right now.
Yep, it's a good response. It's a very good reply. Now, even if they have that passively pushing top lane, they will have bottom lane going in, and Loki's found himself a giant. But that is a bit of a bird giant in this case. Roar on the Abaddon. DNM walks in. Stonebank wants to take this
Somebody
fight.
is
Sky
here.
is going to come into the buyback. They do have the reincarnation available
got
on
the
the
shard.
BKB,
Look at him go.
but they will take the Wraith King. They need to get him a second time. DP's isolated from this fight. She's just completely disarmed. The Fiend Script's going to be there. The Wraith King's going to be dropping. Scourge is down. The silence is too late for the DP, and now Stonebank can roam and roll onto this DP. But DP wants to turn around. DNM coming in as well and needs to get those arenas. We talked about them arenas. They're not available right now. Giant's going to go for a dieback, but Stonebank will still end up going down, and the cut will score some successes, but the buybacks are coming in. The Storm is going back in, potentially. Rayla Lisa
got another
monitoring the
BKB.
situation. Yaren given away, and now Stonebank coming in, but now more buybacks are flowing in. Yaren gonna be the next one. BKB popping the Storm Spirit. He's caught the TP, but the Exorcism's taking heavy damage onto the Storm Spirit. Stonebank going back in, gets the silence, and DP's back to
Exo's
full
out.
HP, but the Exo's out. There's no more damage. Rating coming in with the buyback too, and DogChamp, they can't give these heroes away, otherwise it's game over. The Hoodwink goes for the pushback onto the Mars, and DogChamp gets to retreat. So they got the Wraith King buyback. In the end, I feel like they somehow even up the scales with that. 25,000 damage, holy shit.
Percentage-based damage, baby.
That's a lot of damage. 16,000 by the Bloodseeker alone.
Yep. And you can see how much work that does versus the Wraith King. But that Death Prophet, he could not fight into the Exorcism.
That team fight had the amount of damage a singular hero does inside a 40-minute Dota game.
Fair. And now there's a win condition on board for both of these sides. Like, Stonebank or Rayla Lisa die, it's GG for DogChamp. But if you get Scourge now...
Scourge is at his weakest, you could say. Does have a cheese. Needs to get
It's in
that
his back
cheese out.
pocket. Yeah, he is going to have to reach for that during his time in the grave.
And a Radiant Scan, but even with Beastmaster and a Hoodwink in your team, look at the vision for DogChamp. Blind.
I'm looking at the replay right now with Stonebank absolutely demolishing this Wraith King twice.
The Wraith King seems a bit squishy for sure in that case, because he just can't do anything in that team fight. The Bloody 9 Bane, keeping the Fiend's grip up in the fight. He had the decision of, do I go DP, do I go Wraith King? And here's the end part as well when they bought back in. And that's a 2v3 fight, which they could have maybe even won up to the point where Scourge just goes buyback. So okay, we're not doing this anymore.
And it's so scary for Stonebank, but he has to fully commit in order to keep on cascading those kills. It's a small miracle that he gets out there at all.
But I do say, with Bloody Nine's Bane, he kept the DP away for the fight with a Nightmare. That wasn't even a Fiend's grip on the DP to keep her out of the fight. That was just a plain Nightmare to keep the Death Prophet from intervening while they were killing the Wraith King.
Pingu was so busy throwing everything he had on top of the Wraith King that the Death Prophet just went completely ignored. There's a lot of Abaddon spells wasted there.
Yeah, and talk about Abaddon being a melee hero. You can't just walk up to the DP and take the Nightmare out, right?
Nope.
Sir, there's a DD rune. Frank would love it, but right now they're jumping mid. Storm's gonna have to secure it. Elisa almost completely out of mana, but he TP's hope, he wants to use this. You can definitely see from the Storm Spirit right now that he wants to use this DD rune.
Oh, he'd love to.
Clarity
There's really no
pops.
opportunity though.
I mean, yeah, they don't actually see anybody. Now they see Pingu in mid. He could try.
Oh, looky.
Oh, looky. Duel's Mystic Flare, but still no teleport. Just got cancelled. And now they're going to take the fight to the rest of the heroes. They find Pingu. Abaddon is about to fall, and Abaddon does have a buyback, so both of these heroes can still return. Scourge jumps in and takes the Bane out. You vault back. Is that a call to arms for an all-out push?
I think so. Bane goes splat.
2 buybacks available. Abaddon already using his. They know that might as well just put it on cooldown already while we're at it.
No, and you have to in case the Bane has his own buyback.
Yeah, Looky goes for the buyback. Half of their HP pool's already spent with that jump with the Scotty. DNM, he almost fouls the Bloody Nine Bane. Bane is in trouble.
Oh, no.
Needs to get out of there. He needs to move away. DNM's going to be there with the other one. He's got 2 arenas. He's created a Venn diagram inside the base of DogChamp. And kids, they're going to hunt down Luki, and Beastmaster's gone. DogChamp have 3 heroes remaining, and they might have just lost the game.
Oh, Bloody Nine. That was the Venn diagram of death.
3-man jump there with a vortex from Rayla Lisa. Is it enough though? He's out of mana, he's out of tools, he does not have a chance to return. He is gone. Garen is silenced for what feels like an eternity, and also out. And Stonebank remains the final one, but it doesn't matter. The Cut will be promoted back to Division 1.
Not with ease. But certainly with style.
A victory.
Yes.